What up, though? LK dropping another one. This video gonna be about Larry Nassar, however you say his last name, Nassar. So let's get into it. For those of you that don't know, he was a former sports medicine type of physician. He worked, I know he worked in the Michigan State University over here in Michigan, but he was convicted as a child molester and rapist. For 18 years, he was the team doctor of the United States Women's National Gymnastics team, where he used his position to exploit and sexually assault hundreds of children and young women. In 2015, Nassar was charged with sexually assaulting at least 265 young women and girls under the guise of medical treatment. His victims included numerous Olympic and United States Women's National Gymnastics team gymnasts. Nassar was sentenced to 60 years in federal prison on December 7, 2017. After pleading guilty to possession of child pornography and tampering with evidence on June 11, 2017, which I believe was a separate case. On January 24, 2018, Nassar was sentenced to an additional 40 to 175 years in Michigan State Prison after pleading guilty in Ingham County to 7 counts of sexual assault. On February 5th, 2018, he was sentenced to an additional 40 to 125 years in Michigan State Prison after pleading guilty to an additional 3 counts of sexual assault in Eaton County. On the orders of the judge in charge of the federal case, his state prison sentences are to run consecutively with his federal sentence, ensuring a de facto sentence of life imprisonment without parole. Nassar will be transferred to Michigan State Prison when he is released from federal custody. His 2 state sentences will be served concurrently. He is a central figure of the 2020 film Athlete A, which I guess is a documentary about a scandal. The whole reason why I'm doing this video is because I seen that a dude got attacked inside a Florida prison. It says disgraced sports doctor Larry Nassar, who was convicted of sexually abusing Olympic and college female gymnasts, was stabbed multiple times by another inmate at a federal prison in Florida that is experiencing staffing shortages. That's what they always say, staffing shortages. The attack happened Sunday at United States Penitentiary Coleman. Nassar was in stable condition on Monday. Nassar had been stabbed in the back and the chest. I was reading a couple articles, some say the neck. The 2 officers guarding the unit where Nassar was held were working mandated overtime shifts because of staffing shortages. Nassar is serving decades in prison for convictions in the state and federal courts. He admitted sexually assaulting athletes when he worked at Michigan State University and at Indianapolis-based USA Gymnastics, which trains Olympians. He also pleaded guilty in a separate case to possessing images of child sex abuse. Sad stuff. Sad stuff. Go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, drop your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Man, anybody who mess with young children, young girls, young boys, anyone that do any of that sexual stuff, non-consensual, I like what my man Trump said. Death penalty. He not wrong. More than 100 women, including Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles, collectively are seeking more than $1 billion from the federal government for the FBI's failure to stop Nassar after agents became aware of allegations against him in 2015. He was arrested by Michigan State University police in 2016, more than a year later. What? That's crazy to me how, like, the thing with Jeffrey Epstein and stuff. People know FBI, CIA, big government, big business. people in that elite circle know that this stuff is going on, and they're getting away with it because of whatever, money, status, whatever. They're getting away with it. They got protection. I don't know. But not cool. The wrath of God. You can't run from that. So I just, you gotta leave some stuff in God's hands, I guess. When you see this stuff and you see people been getting away with it for a long time, and then they're getting caught up. You see he in prison. He got stabbed up in the back, chest. Some reports say the neck. Even when you're a criminal in prison, nobody likes people that do that unwanted sexual contact, especially to little children, especially to boys, especially to girls, especially to young people. And when you're in a position of power, that's you're abusing your power, and that's a sad story. You gotta be real messed up to do that. But you see, he in prison, and someone got to him. He's still breathing, unfortunately, but I'm sure people gonna get to him again, because even criminals behind a wall in prison, the meanest, roughest criminals, they don't like that stuff. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. Michigan State, which was accused of missing chances over many years to stop Nassar, agreed to pay $500 million to more than 300 women and girls who were assaulted by him. USA Gymnastics and the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee made a $380 million settlement. So that's good. I'm glad that these girls and young women are getting some type of compensation, but I don't care how much money it is. No amount of money in the world can justify and can make someone who was in that position feel better about themselves and be like, oh yeah, give me my million, a couple million, my 100, whatever. It's okay that this happened. That's a no-no. And real talk, million, billion, like I said, ain't no amount of money in the world that can just be justified and say, oh, white, swipe it underneath the rug, or don't worry about it, here's $500 million. I don't care. That's that's ridiculous. And in other countries, they, what I'm saying, homie getting hung, homie getting the ropes. And I know in some other countries, fools think that's okay, but I don't. That's a no-go in my book, my codes, my morals. I agree with what Trump said the other day. You messing around with human trafficking and messing around with kids and young children and all that unwanted sexual contact, death penalty. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, drop your comments, thoughts, opinions in the comment section. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. I appreciate you. I'll catch you on the next one. Much love, peace, blessings, much gratitude.